with BIC Magazine. We're at the LyondellBasell plant tour of the new Hyperzone PE unit at the LaPorte complex. I have Chris Cain with me of LyondellBasell. Chris, thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Happy to have you here today.
Great. So you're the site director here at LaPorte complex?
Oh, yes, that's correct. Site manager.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks again for your time. So, Chris, let's talk a little bit about this Hyperzone PE project. It's the first commercial plant to employ the new LyondellBasell Hyperzone PE technology. Talk a little bit about the unit and the investment.
Yeah, so this is to date our company's largest investment in a new facility of this type. It is our own internally developed technology, first of its kind in the world. This will be serial number 1. And really looking forward to seeing the advancement that it helps us make in polyethylene technology around the world.
So, Chris, why was this LaPorte site selected, and what are the advantages of it being here?
Sure. So LaPorte, being geographically very favorably located close to low-cost feedstocks, the site, right here on the ship channel, obviously has lots of access to product transportation, distribution, both rail, water, a little bit of air, so we can distribute products around the world. And having 2 docks right here on site where we can ship products right off of the ship channel also is very advantageous to us.
Let's get into some of the workforce development side of things, Chris. So how many permanent positions will the new Hyperzone PE plant require? And what about some of the contract or the temporary workforce that this plant generated?
Sure. So full-time or new full-time when the project is complete, we'll add about 70 people roughly. During construction, we have ramped up as high as 2,000 contractors on site at any one time.
Oh, wow, excellent. And I guess, future question is there any opportunity for more Hyperzone PE units that we may see on the Gulf Coast or internationally? Is that likely for LyondellBasell?
Well, obviously for us right now, being in the middle of construction, our main focus is to finish this project and make sure we get it up and running. Probably a little too early for us to speculate on what may come in the future, but certainly we have very high hopes for this technology.
We hope it goes well and they'll go from there. So, and Chris, the other question I have is just for folks that don't kind of know what high density polyethylene creates. Talk a little bit about the commercial benefits of what comes out of this plant ultimately.
Sure. So high density polyethylene goes into many different types of consumer products, food packaging, kind of bulk containers, goes into plastic piping, all those types of things. Hyperzone itself, one of the biggest benefits is that it helps make those products lighter, more durable, which are all good things in the consumer market. So,
well, Chris, we appreciate you so much for being with us, and thank you for your time.
Great.
Great to see you as always.
Appreciate it.